I've been trying to be less sarcastic, less sharp, less like unnecessarily, I don't even know how to say this word. Brusque. I think it's brusque. I don't actually know. There's a number of words that I know from reading and I know what they mean that I don't even know how to say them. I don't think I'm alone that way. But anyway, what is it that's like really irritating me about this movie, which I haven't even paid attention to? Like Robert Pattinson signed up to do this movie like months ago. This movie, what's it called? High Life, yeah. And I just didn't really bother to pay attention to it. You know, it's just like whatever. You know, I mean, he does movies. He's always kind of signing up to do all sorts of movies. And so I was like, yeah, whatever. You know, and now that I've actually looked at the movie and how they're planning to do it, I was kind of wondering this afternoon why I'm so irritated about it. And I guess there's kind of a number of things about it, other than kind of what I've already talked about. They have the stars, but not the script. Is that right? I mean, they don't even have a script. But this is, and I don't. Again, I've never lived in California. I've never really had much to do directly with the writing industry or the entertainment industry, like in terms of like how things actually get done. But it's kind of my impression that things do work that way a lot. You know, I mean, someone has some kind of idea, some kind of idea, and they can actually get financing for it. You know, depending on who they are, and who they get to listen to them. You know, and that kind of thing. You actually, there it is. Here. You know, here's your money. Here's your stars. Here's like whatever you want, and you don't even have a script for it yet. You know, and that just seems to me to be, I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of a strange way to do business as far as I'm concerned. You know, why would you even think about trying to do something like get people interested in something, an idea that you have, when you don't even have a script for it yet? You know, and it does make me angry because I'm a really good writer. I've turned out professional quality scripts. I was doing it every week for a while, during those like few weeks that I was writing scripts and sending them for free to, you know, Friday Night Lights. I know those are professional quality scripts. I know they were. I just do. You know, and I wasn't really worried at that time about getting payment. But later I said, you know, like, if you want to keep getting scripts from me, you're gonna have to pay me. And then they didn't care anymore, which I kind of never really understood it. I didn't really understand it at the time. I was like, why would you just like turn down someone who has talent and ability and is writing at this level? Like, why would you do that? You know, I guess I'm still not sure I really understand it. You know, but I mean, it happened the way that it did. And now it's like, all these years later, I'm looking at the situation like it's not okay. All right, so this is an example, right, of how the entertainment industry like kind of just does things. Oh, someone has an idea. All right, well, okay, well, what have you done with it? Did you haven't written the script? Can you not write the script? So you have to get somebody else to do it. And then it's a question of like, all right, well, she's not this. I mean, I don't really know much about this director, right? This person who's gonna do this movie. So she had the idea, which to me seems kind of like, well, I mean, what's the idea in the first place? You know, I mean, this is kind of like, all right, well, a reproduction experiment on a spaceship, you know, and then cosmic rays hit the ship. Is that right? So it's just, I mean, cosmic rays, what is a cosmic ray? What's cosmic? I don't even know. A solar? Do you mean a solar ray? A ray from some other type of star? An imploding star? A red giant? A white dwarf? What are you talking? What are you talking about here? You know, something that happens when a star explodes, something that happens when a planet explodes. That's pretty vague. Cosmic rays, and then what does that mean? The spaceship gets like sent off course and like crashes into a planet, somehow get into the atmosphere without burning up on the way, and then or the people get mutated or what? I mean, what cosmic rays? What, you know? Okay, all right. Well, you know, and then what's going to happen with that? Is there anything about this that like turns on any kind of interesting scientific concept whatsoever, or is it just, you know, getting young stars naked in a spaceship and then something happens to have them like run around screaming, and then there's some kind of like, what are we gonna do? We're all gonna die. Then a few people die, you know, and then it's like, okay, somehow there's some kind of resolution to it at the end. Is that what it is? You know, I don't know. I can't really tell from some of the other movies that it seems like this person has done. It doesn't really seem like. I mean, I think that seems like a pretty a pretty realistic expectation of what they're planning to do. And then it's like the people that she's chosen to have write the script for her don't seem to have any kind of science writing background whatsoever. You know, so I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like the whole thing is just. And I guess I wasn't sure. I mean, the past few hours I've been thinking, should I erase those pages that I wrote? Are they too sharp? Should I say something else? Should I just get rid of it? Am I setting myself up to have some kind of problem? You know, the conglomerate likes to jump on things that I say. But, you know, I mean, here it is. You know, all these things that don't make any sense. From my perspective, if just like I'm hoping I'm looking at it just kind of in an impartial way. If somebody walked up to me and from a business perspective said, this is how this movie is set up. We have these stars, we have the money, we don't have a script, we have this idea. These are the people who want to write the script. You know, and it's the first attempt by this director to have like us film that's entirely done in a language that's not hers. I would be like, wow, there is no way you're getting a penny out of me for that. You know, I mean, that's just me though. You know, and I guess you know, kind of what I deal with on a regular basis anyway. And sometimes the thought, you know, gets to be a lot. There's some kind of example that kind of precipitates my anger about my general situation. You know, no, it's like, look what's happened to me. You know, I wrote professional quality scripts, you know, week after week, and all anybody cares about is the videos of me in a shower that I never consented to. You know, and just and I'm treated on a regular basis as if I don't have any talent. I have nothing worth saying. You know, all I am is just like this aging beauty who is trying to get like rich guys to take care of me. And yet, even so, you know, I rate you know, good things every day. You know, it's quite clear that I'm a good writer, and yet this is how I get treated. This is how I get treated. What I'm going through all the time.